There was a time when I thought life only moved forward if I was constantly moving with it, responding quickly, explaining myself, filling silence, staying visible. I believed that if I slowed down, I would be forgotten. That quiet meant missing out. That calm meant settling. But over time, something unexpected happened. The quieter my life became, the more things began to find me. Not all at once, not dramatically, just naturally. I started to notice it in small ways first, the way my mornings felt less rushed, even when nothing about my schedule had changed. The way my body stopped bracing for the next interruption. The way silence no longer felt empty, but full, as if it was holding space for something I hadn't allowed before. For a long time, I lived as if attention had to be earned through effort, through availability, through emotional labor. I was always prepared to respond, to adjust, to accommodate. And without realizing it, my life became loud. Not externally, but internally. A constant dialogue of reacting. The quiet life didn't begin when I changed my environment. It began when I stopped responding to everything immediately. There was a moment, I remember it clearly, when I chose not to explain myself. Nothing big, no argument, no confrontation. Just a simple decision to let something pass without commentary. And instead of feeling anxious, I felt relief. As if I had returned energy to myself that I didn't know I was giving away. That's when I realized how much noise I had been carrying that wasn't mine. Quiet doesn't mean inactive. It means intentional. It means your energy is no longer scattered. And when energy gathers, it becomes noticeable. Not loud, but present. People often mistake attraction for effort. They think things come to those who chase, pursue, and prove. But what I noticed was different. The less I tried to be seen, the more visible I became. Not to everyone, but to the right things. Opportunities didn't arrive because I was searching for them. They arrived because I finally had space to recognize them. The quiet life changes how you move through the world. Your decisions slow down. Your reactions soften. You begin to listen more, to yourself especially. And when you start listening inward, you stop needing external confirmation. There's a calm confidence that forms when you're no longer in a hurry to arrive somewhere else. I noticed that conversations shifted. People spoke differently around me. Not because I said more, but because I said less. Silence has a way of inviting honesty. It creates room. And most people are desperate for room. What attracts isn't mystery for the sake of withholding, it's presence. When you're no longer performing, your energy becomes grounded, stable, safe. And that kind of energy draws people, experiences, and clarity without force. The quiet life also has a way of filtering things out. Chaos doesn't stay long. Emotional noise loses interest. What's left is simpler, cleaner, more aligned. There's a certain courage in choosing calm in a world addicted to urgency, in not filling every moment with productivity or proof, in allowing your life to be small if it needs to be, without apology. Over time, I stopped measuring life by how full it looked and started noticing how it felt. The quiet life doesn't announce itself. It doesn't demand attention, but it has a gravity to it, a steadiness, and that steadiness becomes a signal to others and to life itself. You begin to trust yourself more, not because you have all the answers, but because you're no longer afraid of not having them immediately. And strangely, things start aligning. not because you're controlling them, but because you're no longer interfering with your own rhythm. I used to think attraction was about becoming more interesting, more impressive, more visible. But now I see it's often about removing what isn't essential. The noise, the overthinking, the constant need to adjust. What remains is something honest. The quiet life teaches you that not everything requires a response. Not every thought needs to be shared. Not every feeling needs to be acted on. And in that restraint, there's power. A quiet woman isn't empty. She's full, but contained. And that containment creates depth. Life responds differently to depth. You stop chasing because you're no longer running from yourself. And when you're still, truly still, things don't need to be forced. They arrive when they're meant to, or they don't. And either way, you're at peace. That's the part no one talks about. The quiet life doesn't just attract things, it makes you less dependent on them. And that independence is what changes everything. When your inner world is calm, the outside world either adjusts or fades away. And what stays is what was always meant for you. There's nothing dramatic about it. No sudden transformation. Just a gradual return to yourself. And from that place, life feels less like something you have to chase, and more like something that knows where to find you.